And gents, welcome back to In the Red Korner podcast with me, Ross. I hope everyone is well. Sorry for the slight delay there. I was having some technical difficulties. I hope everyone's had a great day. I hope everyone's had a blessed day. Nearly the weekend, so fantastic. Tonight, I'm joined by Luke Smudger Smith, the Scrap King. He's got a BKB fight coming up against Healy, which is happening on the 29th of July in London. So here he is. I'll bring him in now. Yes, my man. How are you doing?
How you doing, brother? How you doing? Good evening, sirs, moms, ladies, gents. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming on. Really appreciate it.
No worries, bro.
You've had a bit of a nightmare day today. You had a bit of a flat tire when you were out and about.
Fucking stroll on, man. It's the life of Scrap King, bro. I had a puncture, then I had to go and collect a load of steel, and then I had my babby, bro, and then I had to go scrapyard, and then I've got to go down the gym. I've just had a bit of scoff there. I've got to go down the gym tomorrow after this.
Good,
I was getting a bit of team wagging in with you first before we go down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I say, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much.
No worries, pal. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Let's go back to the start then, mate. I mean, have you always been a bit of a scrapper? Have you always been a fighter as a kid?
Yeah, bro. Like I grew up in a rough area called Coalpool in Warsaw, bro, and fuck me, I was having strikers on the cobbles since I was a scholar man, since I was a baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously from there, I was brought up by my old man on his own, because my mum died like of heroin overdose when I was a baby. So then my old man brought me up, and he forced me to box, bro. I boxed for Plek ABC, and then I joined the army when I was 16, and then from the army, bro, I was always boxing when I was in the army.
Yeah, was that something that you always wanted to do then, join the army?
Yeah, bro, it's one of them things, you know what I mean? Like, because my dad had to find himself being a single parent, bringing me up, bro. You know, when I look back, it was probably one of his dreams, you know, going away, joining the army and whatnot. But then obviously he had to bring me up, so then it's sort of like I fulfilled his dreams. Then, you know what I mean? And then I went in the army, bro. I had a good career. I got to corporal. I was a PTI in the army, boxed for the army, boxed for the regiment. And yeah, I did loads of good things, bro, in the army. I do miss the army, but it's as one door closed and one open, obviously.
Absolutely. So is that the first time you put on a pair of gloves in the army, or were you doing it beforehand?
Nah, I was boxing amateur, bro, at Plek boxing
club.
At
Plek.
Yeah. And then obviously the catch wing that I could throw my hands about in the army, and then that's what I did a lot of my army career, bro. I was boxing a lot of it, traveling. Like they sent me around, they sent me Cyprus. I was boxing Cyprus, bro. They sent me all over the place, so I got a lot of good amateur stuff in when I was in the army.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate your service. Thank you very much. You know, it's not an easy job to do. Coming out the army, then, did you find that hard to kind of adapt to Civvy Street?
Oh, bro, yeah, man. Like, obviously, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I joined from when I was 16, so then I was institutionalised. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not institutionalised, but I was just used to it. Like, and when I come out, bro, obviously, like I'm mad as a box of frogs as it is, man. So when I come out the army, then I'm twiddling my thumbs. I find myself going down the wrong paths and whatnot. And then obviously, I turn my life around, bro. Like something bad happened to me. I was nearly killed in like 2019. And then obviously I turned to the Lord, man. And then from then, my life's just been going up and up, bro. Obviously, I was born again Christian. I got baptized and everything. And then it kept me on the straight and narrow. And then obviously I was meant to be going pro gloves. And then next thing I know, bro, I fell into it. I went to the Canelli gym. Next thing you know, I'm Bare Knuckle Boxer, bro. Yeah. And that's all she wrote, bro. And that's all she wrote. Do you know what I mean? And it suits me, like, at the gym. I mean, do you know what I mean? The Canelli gym, I'm learning things from James. But then his brother Michael, he was in the army boxing team as well. But back in the fucking 90s, bro. Yeah. I mean, him have just clicked like that, me and my coach. You know what I mean? Both ex-squaddies. And it's just really well, bro. It's just running really well. I'm happy with the organisation. Do you know what I mean? The organisation's getting me out quite active, and that's so I'm getting experience there. And for this fight here, bro, I'm feeling really confident for it. I think I'm actually seasoning a little bit into this bare knuckle and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm feeling confident for it, like, and I'm excited now. I'm really excited. Do you know what I mean? It's 3 weeks tomorrow. I'm really excited, man. We've had a great camp so far. I'm beating all my fucking scores from previous camps. My engines are getting better. My strength's gone through the roof. And we've been doing a lot of good technical work, me and Michael. Good sparring and that. So, yeah, really looking forward to this one, bro.
Excellent. I mean, you did. Unfortunately, your last fight out, you didn't get. It went to the judges, and
Yeah, it went to the judges, bro. Yeah.
you didn't quite. You didn't
Went to
get the
leave it
victory,
to the judges,
unfortunately.
you know what I mean? It's one of them things, bro. Do you know what I mean? I learned more from that loss than I ever would if I'd have rolled him over. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that loss then, it made me just graft even harder, bro. Like, fuck me, straight back in the gym. Boom. Let's put right what was going wrong. Obviously, I was new to the you're learning on the job in this game, ain't you, bro? So obviously, we travelled down on the morning for the last one, and I took a lot of people with me. Like there, when I went out for the debut, I went out. We went down, me and Michael, like a 2-man fire team, and did an assassination job. Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
No fucking frills and knickers. Just went down there, got the job done. Obviously, for that one, we went down in the morning. I took a lot of people down, this, that, the other. So it's had a lot of other aspects, but I've ironed them out for this one. Obviously, for this next one, the camp's gone great, but the final 24 hours, I'll be going down with me coach Mike, and we'll be going to get a job done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I've followed you on Instagram for a while, and I've been seeing you, the training that you've been putting in. You know, I was going to ask. That was one of the questions I was going to ask. I mean, what did you learn about yourself from the last fight? But you've kind of answered that already.
Yeah. Well, what I learned about myself, bro. Obviously, I've got no one to blame other than myself. I've watched the fight back numerous times. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, my first phase, I usually camouflage my first phase to get my feet in. Do you know what I mean? And what I was doing, I was coming in a bit sloppy with my first phase, and then your man was leaning back, and I was throwing the second phase. If I threw a second phase, when your man's leaning back, you've got nowhere else to go but down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was one of them things. Like there were no pauses in my game in the future. We'll be going down there 24 hours to 48 hours before zoning in, getting used to the surroundings, and yeah, that's all it was, man. Like when I've watched back the video, I was just a bit fucking. Usually, when I'm in a fight, bro, I know what I'm going to do before I get to the geezer. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In my head, I thought about what I'm going to do before I get there. With that one, I just felt like I was having a fight. I wasn't thinking. My boxing brain ran really firing on all cylinders like it usually is. But yeah, yeah, we just draw a line in the sand, bro. I've drawn a line in the sand from that. I've turned to the right. I've gained height, and by God's grace, on the 29th of July this month, you're going to see a vast improvement and massive changes.
Excellent. I've got your fight poster here. I'll bring that up there. Obviously, you know about
Hands
Healy.
like slabs and taps like cricket bats.
You know Healy pretty well. You've sparred with him.
Yeah, I know Healy pretty well, bro. You know what it is? It's a bit of a bastard, to be honest. I sparred him every previous camp, and you know, when you start to we've gained a bit of a friendship together. Do you know what I mean? I've got a lot of time for the kid. I've got a lot of time for his coach, Adrian. And there was always coming down, and we was like we've been friends. You know what I mean? But obviously, bro, I've got to get a job. I've got to do a job on the 29th of July. So I've sort of like distanced myself from that. I've switched that off. But after the fight, we'll be best of pals again.
Yeah, definitely. I love that about BKB and bare knuckle boxing. You know, the respect's always there between the two fighters after the shared ring. And obviously, you've shared the ring.
That's what I mean. Yeah, with this organisation, bro, the bare knuckle organisation, it's a lot more fair play. Do you know what I mean? That there ain't no fucking little snidey fights like a lot in pro boxing. Do you know what I mean? They get guaranteed wins. Do you know what I mean? Rolling over fucking bin men and that.
Yeah.
In this game, it's very fair, like, do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Brilliant. So, a victory over Healy, where do you think that puts you in contention?
Well, bro, this is the thing that I want. Like, listen, they put Reese in for that British title because he's scrapped to win over me, yeah. So I've said to the I said, if I do this, will I get my shot for the rematch with Reese if he wins that British title? Because that's what I want. Do you know what I mean? I want my rematch with Reese. And if he's the British champion, do you know what I mean? I'll kill two birds with one stone. I'll right the wrong, and then boom, I've got the strap before the year's out. By God's grace, that's what I'd like to happen, you know?
Yeah. I mean, managing to, getting that one back over Reese, and you know, it was a great fight to watch. I watched it earlier in the day today, and really enjoyed it. It was close. I mean, he did get the unanimous decision, unfortunately, like I say, but you being able to right that wrong and being able to mark that off, that'll be a great thing for you, won't you?
Yeah. You know what it was, bro? It was 2 rounds to 1. Do you know what I mean? And in the bare knuckle, what could change that? A clean 1-2 could change that fight.
Yeah.
So in the
100%.
second round, if I landed a clean 1-2, bro, boom, or a clean jab, boom, Or if I'd followed up that second phase when you're leaning back, do you know what I mean? Things would have been different, but there's no point fucking losing sleep over spilt milk. Turn to the right, gain height, and we'll get it back, bro. It's all a part of God's plan. It's all a part of the journey. I believe that, and it just made me work harder. Obviously, I've got the tough opponent in Healy next, so that's going to be one potential fight of the night. So I'm looking to put on a good show for the world to see on that one, bro. And then hopefully by the end of the year or by the year's out, I'll be able to get my redemption against Rees and then take the strap.
Yeah, perfect. What's the long-term plan then? You want to go all the way America in your sights, world champion?
Yeah, of course, bro. Like I ain't here just to fucking get the t-shirts, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Anything in life worth doing is worth overdoing. Do you know what I mean? And I believe that I believe that so long as I listen to my coach and I put all the work in, I'll be going all the way. Like obviously, you want the titles. I want the British title. And then obviously we'll progress onto the world, and then God knows what can happen from there, bro. This sport's growing and growing every single day. You never know where you're going to be in 12 to 18 months. But I'm quite young in the game. A lot of these lads who are in this bare knuckle, I'm like mid to late 30s. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just warming up, bro. I ain't even 30 yet. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I've got life experience of a 60-year-old man. Do you know what I mean? So I'll be all
right. Tickets, I mean, do you sell the tickets yourself and things? You have to sell tickets yourself?
Yeah, bro, like, you know what it is? I've had to fucking been scrapping. I've had to do me 2 sessions a day. I've been doing my strength conditioning with Connor at the TDF lab. Like, obviously, Connor had me for about 18 months because I was doing the pro glove before I even went to bare knuckle. Do you know what I mean? So Connor's been building the German with engine for about 2 years. You know what I mean? So, and I have to run around, sell tickets. I do everything myself, bro. Do you know what I mean? I do everything myself. Obviously, I've got help from sponsors. I'd like to shout out a couple of sponsors, if that's okay, brother.
Go for it, my man. Go for it.
Obviously, these are my main sponsors. I've got Tornsey Doors. He helped me while I was about to go pro gloves, and then he's followed it over. He does some great door work, all the windows, doors, security. He does all that. So yeah, he's a top man. He sponsors the likes of Jazza Dickens and things like that as well. So he sponsors Top Pros, he sponsored Andy Fowler as well. So yeah, he's a top man. I've also got Joe Awick, them are a cake company, them pay for my strength and conditioning, them do, bro. So it just helps me to stay in the gym, do you know what I mean? Spend more time on my craft and less time on the graft. These lads. I've got Asby Pro, he was one of me, he was in the Fusiliers with me, bro. He's got an asbestos company, Asby Pro, so he removes asbestos. That's a killer, so I'll be sure to hit him up. I've got DK Landscapes and Gardens, Danny Porter. He watched me on the debut, bro. He watched me do the business on the debut, then contacted me, and he's been my sponsor ever since then. So he's the bollocks. And then I've got S.R Property Maintenance, a new one that's just jumped on board for this upcoming fight. He seen me when I was out scrapping, picking up washers and whatnot, and then said he'd seen me on the internet. Next thing you know, he's sponsoring me. So yeah.
And of course, give your own company a shout as well.
Yeah. Also, Scrap King Limited, hit me up. I'll have your fucking boilers off you. All the gas men out there. And I drive into fucking Yorkshire for a wash, and it cost me more in fuel. So unless it's for something good or something, they'll shout me.
Cash paid on delivery.
Cash paid on delivery, all that game. Oh,
yeah. Listen, mate, I appreciate you coming on. I wish you the very best of luck, and keep in touch, my friend.
Right, and nice one. Shout out to you in the Red Korner. Thanks for speaking to me. I'll see you as July 29th. Watch his space. God bless you.
July 29th. All the best. Good luck, my man. Boom. There he is. The Scrap King, Luke Smudger Smith. I think he's got a great character for the sport, and, I think he can do really good things. I appreciate everyone. Thank you in the comments. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help my channel. It really does. So make sure you do that. Coming up now, I've got Dustin Teddy Rabiga, so stay tuned for that. I'll be back in a minute.